Hey everyone. Welcome and welcome back to the channel. So, as promised, I am here to swatch the Daniel Smith little 66 swatch dot card, whatever they call it, I don't know. But I'm also simultaneously doing a review. I ordered this from Amazon, and this is the HG Art Concepts travel size painter's color diary. And I ordered the 2-pack, and so this is a 6x8 spiral bound. This one isn't open because I don't feel like I need to open both, so I only opened one. And it is 100% cotton watercolor paper, and the sheets are removable. Not the cover, but the sheets are removable. And then it comes with these little kind of like transparent, some kind of paper. I don't know what kind of paper it is, but it's to protect the colors. This is probably cold press, but I'm not 100% sure. And so I got the 2-pack. When I got it on Amazon, it was $19.99 for the both of them. They have a single pack, but I figured I might as well get the 2-pack because the single pack is $12.99 and you only get one. They also had like a 5-pack, I think, and a bigger, I think like a 20-pack or something bigger than that. I assume that's for like classrooms or something. Or if someone has a huge like art supply watercolor gouache collection, then maybe. But I figured the 2-pack would be enough for me for now. The paper is 140 pounds. Oh, CP, yeah, so it's cold press. They also had a 9x12 size, and that one was $17.99 for one and $29 for the 2-pack. So I think this is a good size because the 9x12, if I'm not mistaken, is probably, actually I have a 9x12 thing here. 9x12 right here. So in comparison, that, or if you want to turn it this way. So I think that it might have been a little bit too big for me. I like to have my swatch sheets on my table when I'm working, so I don't need any extra bulk. So, we are going to swatch this, and if I like it, and, it's something that I want to keep, then I will go and get maybe another 2-pack because I do have plans on working with other things. So, I don't know if I will swatch all of these with you guys because I do have to write the names and all that stuff in here. So I'm just gonna open it to show you guys. So this is the cover, and this comes off too, I think. This comes off just like the pages do. So you would just peel it off like that, and you can keep it on, keep it off. I'm gonna keep it on for now. If it starts to annoy me later on down the line, then I do have the option to take it off, so that's nice. So I'm just gonna come right in here and show you guys that you can see the texture of the paper, and it has it's supposed to have, I guess, a title sheet, but for me, I might put the title down here because it doesn't look like it's enough room at the top to put whatever it is you're trying to put. So I might put the title down here, but if you look here, they have it at the top. But as you can see, there's nowhere near that much space at the top for it, even though there is a line there. And then at the bottom, there's enough to put the name. You would have to write pretty small, or you can just put like the pigment number and everything, but I might do a separate book. So I think this is just going to be my swatch book. So this will just have the swatch and the name, but I might get a different notebook and put down like the series number, and looks like, I don't know what that is. But you know, I have to look at the paper over there again, but I'm sure this will have like, you know, I'll have a more detailed one because it's not enough room to write. So, looks like I spilled some water somewhere along down the line here. I do have my little jar of water, but water is getting spilled and I don't even know from what. Okay, so let's start here. So I am going to grab a pen so I can write, and I think I'm gonna grab an erasable one. I do have an erasable pen floating around somewhere. I don't know if the black one works. I'm gonna try that really quick to see, because I know one of them was like running out of ink, and I don't know which one it was. Though at the same time, I'm not really sure I want to use the erasable ones, but I guess for now we'll just go with this one. Okay, so the first, and I do have my paintbrushes off to the side here, so let's just do it, I guess. So I'm not really sure. I'm not the best at watercoloring, so I'm just gonna write the name, and like I said, I'm gonna try to keep it within underneath here so it doesn't start running into each other. But actually, I think I'm gonna swatch it first because I don't want to get it wet and then won't be able to write it. So I'm just gonna, it says to wet your brush, and I'm gonna attempt to use a regular paintbrush today. And then it said to pick up some color. It didn't say how much color. I guess that's up to me. Just gonna pick up some, and I'm just going to put it on here. Ooh. But I don't think this brush is picking up enough water. That's the problem I think I'm having. And I'm not really going to I'm not gonna try to blend it too much because I'm not the best at that. But I am gonna try to get a decent amount of color on here. But I don't think this brush is holding enough water, so I'm gonna try a different one. I mean, it's holding the water, but I feel like it's not holding enough for what I'm doing. So I'm gonna go across, and this is Sodalite Genuine. So these are the Primatech colors. I assume these are like just the main line. Ooh, I like this one. I assume these are just like the mainline colors, like the base colors or something like that, maybe. I don't know if any of these are going to be granulating or anything like that. They give you a lot on the swatch card, actually. I might have better luck with my water brush, but I need to get used to this paintbrush. I do like these two colors. Can you guys see? Okay, I don't want to like make it too dark, but I also don't want to make it too light. Okay, so this is Black Tourmaline Genuine, I guess. I hope I'm picking up enough color. Okay. So these would be great in like coloring books. I know these are like professional watercolors, and some people are probably like, did she just say coloring books? But the muted colors so far, and I've only swatched 3 of them, are really nice. For my art though, I think, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say because I don't really know if I'm gonna stick to the bright, vivid colors for my art. I might go muted, maybe. But I do know that this is nice. And I do like these so far. Look at this. And we're only on the 3rd one. And as you can see, I'm not taking much off the dot card. So I might even be able to use these for something. Down the line. 1, 2, 3. We're on number 4. This is Bloodstone Genuine. And some of them have more paint on it than the other dots. Ooh. You guys, I'm not even good at watercolor, and I'm just loving these colors. And it's almost making me say, do I like the colors of watercolor better than the colors of gouache? I think if I was better at watercolor, I might. But I think gouache works a little bit better for me. Like, I know how to manage it a little bit better than I do watercolor. I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to watercolor. But these colors are pretty. And to think that if you keep layering them, you can get them darker. Oh, you didn't even see. Look at this color. So I do like these. These are like, this is Blue Appetit. They just seem like maybe kind of like, you know what they remind me of? Like the Derwent Graphitints or something. So far, these colors that I'm swatching right now. I'm just gonna put some water down here and see what it does. I do like that you can just layer on top and just kind of see what the water does. This one's doing something interesting. I don't know if it's supposed to do that, but that's kind of cool. And then we have Bronzite Genuine. I'm not sure. This looks like a brown, like an earthy brown kind of color. Yeah, these definitely remind me of like the Derwent Graphitint, or like the there's like the charcoal tint colors or something like that. And then I don't know, like I said, I'm not the greatest at watercolor, so I'm just swatching them to, and I keep putting you guys out of shot. I'm sorry. I'm not the best at watercolor. Like I said, I've not done a full watercolor illustration like I have with my gouache, my acrylic gouache. But look at these. Like, I can just dot that in there, and it's doing something strange, and I like it. And some of you are probably like, it ain't supposed to do that, but that's okay, because look at it. Like, I can see that for like a rock or like a desert sandy area. That's pretty neat. So that was the top row. So we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3 more rows. 1, 2, 3. And then I can start on the other ones down here. Just so you guys can see, I'll do a row of each. So, and then on the side, I can just write what they are. But this one, though, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. It's gonna have to go over into the other page, or I can just leave this one for the prima text in case I get some more. I can just put them there and then I can just move on to another page. I might do that. That way there could be some kind of order. And because, like I said, you can take these out. So if I do need another page of the Prima text, I can just take a blank page out and put it next to these. So, but look at this color. I like this one. This one here is really nice. So in my notebook, I'm going to have to write that down because I do want to grab that one for sure. This one's actually really nice too. Actually, I like this whole row. So that's how they get you. they let you test it out, and I'm trying to dry this before I just kind of flip it over to the next page. And there is a little bit of warping. That could just be user error. I might be using too much water, but I'm sure it'll flatten itself back, so I'm not worried about it. Plus, if it warps, that's fine. I'm sure there's supposed to be some warping anyway because it's watercolor, and it's not like I just threw the water on there and then went over it. So, but I do like this. I do like this book. I think it's going to be pretty helpful for me. I'm just going to turn this, and we're just going to pray that that doesn't, because there's a sheet on the side that's supposed to protect it. So let's see if it actually does. Okay. So let's move on, and I'm actually going to try a different brush besides the flat one. And we're going to move down. This is the quinacridones and more. I'm not sure what the and more is supposed to mean, but I'm just going to grab some of this. Ooh. I'm already wishing that I did not switch to this brush. I don't know what it is with me and the rounds. I seem to like the flats better, so let me just switch to that. Me and rounds don't really, I try to use them, but for some reason we are not okay. I do like the flatter ones, and I think they're called filberts. They're kind of rounded at the top, but they're still flat, if that makes any sense. This is an interesting color. I don't know what I would use it for, but it is interesting. I'm trying to make it look decent. Okay. Oh, you guys still don't, okay. Just scream at me when I'm not in shot, even though this is a recorded video, because I keep doing that. But I want you guys to see the dot card colors as well as, okay, I'll do that. I'll leave it like that. I just want to make sure that you guys can see what I'm doing there. So you might miss out on the colors. This is quinacridone burnt scarlet, I guess. Okay. I'm actually going to push that back that way. Okay. This next one is quinacridone deep gold. So I'm just going to grab some of that. Okay, now this one I like. This kind of reminds me of like a harvest orange. Also, someone's outside fixing their truck. So if you hear banging and other strange things going on, that's what's going on. This next one is quinacridone coral. I don't think there's enough water on my brush. Maybe. Yeah, they have been out there banging on this truck since yesterday. I hope whatever's wrong with it, they get it fixed soon, because it's not been quiet, and it's been all times of the night and hour and morning. So hope they get it fixed soon, because it's slightly annoying. Okay, that one's interesting. That's like a pink. Okay, the next one is quinacridone fuchsia. And I guess I don't need to say quinacridone, because most of them have that in front of their name. I think, ooh, this is very bright. I think, not bright, but like vibrant is the word I was looking for. Pigmented. I think that might be the word I'm looking for. If it doesn't have quinacridone in the front of it, I will just say whatever it is. But that one's interesting. Not really my vibe of color, but I'm sure at some point I'm gonna want them all. So even though there's like 200 and some odd colors, I don't think I'm gonna want them all. Honestly, that might be too many. Okay, and this is gold. Let's see. This looks just like a lighter version of that other one that I just swatched. This one seems to have more yellow. Okay, so that is a row of the quinacridones and more section, which is right here. So next I want to get into the luminescent colors, and I'm going to do a page for that. So I'm just going to switch the page here, new page, and we're going to start with iridescent gold. And I'm just gonna, these might be a little bit harder to activate. It usually is the case with iridescent colors and such. So let's see. This just seems like straight glitter. Yeah, these are gonna be a little bit harder. I'm gonna have to like really probably scrub into these ones. Because it's a bit hard to reactivate. So these may or may not be true to color. But here's one. This is the iridescent gold. And let's do the iridescent jade next. It doesn't look much different. This must be like a two-tone one or something. I can already tell that I'm not going to be too much of a fan of the luminance ones. At least not while I'm trying to do it this way, because it's very hard to get them out off the paper. I don't think that was thoroughly thought through. Anyway, this is Sunstone. They don't activate like the colors up top. So if you were to use these off the dot card, I would say maybe like put some water on it and let it sit, which is probably what I will do for the rest of these. But for video purposes, I'm just gonna try to get off what I can. Although it doesn't seem like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be a fan of these. I don't have the patience to sit and wait for them to activate. But again, it could be user error, so don't quote me on anything that I'm trying to accomplish here. Okay, this next one is Iridescent Ruby. And we are just going to now this one doesn't seem like it's fighting too much. But this is probably like, these are probably meant to be layered over the top of, you know, your drawings when you're done actually painting them or whatever. Or probably used for like really small areas, because like I said, the fight to get these off the paper is definitely a fight. So maybe straight out of the tube onto a palette, these would probably be best. Or if you're gonna use them in a palette, like just leave them, you know, to dry. This blue one is nice. I would say, you know, before you use them, wet them and let them hang out for a bit before you just start using them. I think that's the case with most paint though, but these compared to the ones that I just did, these are a little bit harder. These are a lot harder to activate, but that blue is pretty. I do want that blue. And we have Iridescent Sapphire right here, which I know is about to fight me because it looks like it had a hard time just being on this paper. So let me just try to do what I can here. And I'm just going to, but yeah, I can already tell these aren't gonna be my favorite unless I'm using them straight out the tube. But I don't think I would be going for any iridescent anyway. That'll probably be like the last thing I try and get, because oh, this one is pretty though. Just because if I do want to get any watercolors or anything like that, I would want to start with the basics, the basic colors, and probably some of those quinacridone colors. So let's go back to our first page here, and let's see how well, yep, it did protect it. It came off on the other side, but I'm sure I can just wipe that off with something and it'll be fine. And if not, if it dried like that, that's fine too, because it's there to protect it from stuff like that anyway. So I like these colors. I think these are my favorites. And then we have the top row of the quinacridones, which is nice. And then we have I'm gonna call this our fighting colors because we have to fight to get them here. But and even with the fight, there's not much shine to them, in my opinion. My My CSY gallery paints shine better than these do. But like I said, I think these are meant to go over the top. I think these are like iridescent type of thing. So, the colors that I swatched are supposed to be this light. So when I go and I swatch the others, then I will leave pictures on the community wall, just because I know I'm a slow swatcher and I know this is gonna probably take me all day. So once I finish swatching them and writing it all out, I will take pictures and I will leave them up for you guys to see. But again, this is the CSY Painter's Color Diary. And what I think I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna put my gouache in this one, and my acrylic gouache, and then this one will be like my watercolors, is what I'm thinking. So yeah, so that is it. Again, this is the Daniel Smith's watercolors that we were swatching here today, in case anybody was curious. This is just the dot card. They do have another dot card where it has all the colors, I think, or like 200 and something of them. I think that's like $15 on Amazon if you want to swatch some. But this was like $5 at Blick. So since that's the store that I go to, I grabbed it. It was the last one. So yeah. So thanks for watching, and I'm gonna go off and finish swatching the rest of those. That's my project for the day. And I will leave pictures and let you guys know my thoughts in the community post. So keep a lookout for that. And I will see you guys tomorrow, Sunday, where we will be coloring my new trading cards. All right. See you guys later. Thanks for watching. See you next time.